some bacon. Put it in a pan. Get super excited. Made bacon. Get all that crispy, greasy good.
I want it just a crispy.
Bacon station. It's designed for pleasure, designed for fun.
I want it just a crispy.
Attend a funeral for the death of convention. It had to die, or we'd die of boredom. Instead, we deliver a eulogy of defiance. No tears are shed, only sweat as we toil tirelessly.
That is crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Black Label Bacon Strip Show. We got Cherrywood, the queen. We got brown sugar, sweet. My man, the whiskey soaked pecan wood. And last but not least, the fiery, the spicy jalapeno.
Where will you ever see this? Ever again? Where bacon and burlesque and party, everything comes together in that realm.
My heart is yours. My heart won't bleed.
Take some bacon. Put it in a pan. Get super excited. Made bacon. Get all that crispy, greasy good.
I want it just a crispy.
Bacon station. It's designed for pleasure, designed for fun.
I want it just a crispy.
die of boredom. Instead, we deliver a eulogy of defiance. No tears are shed, only sweat as we toil tirelessly.
That is crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Black Label Bacon Strip Show. We got Cherrywood, the Queen. We got Brown Sugar, Sweet. My man, the Whiskey Soak, Pecan Wood. And last but not least, the fiery, the spicy jalapeno.
Where will you ever see this? Ever again? Where bacon and burlesque and party, everything comes together in that realm.
My heart is yours. My heart won't bleed.
Take some bacon. Put it in a pan. Get super excited. Made bacon. Get all that crispy, greasy good.
I want it just so crispy.
Bacon Station. It's designed for pleasure, designed for fun.
I want it just so crispy. Yeah.
Black to attend a funeral for the death of convention. It had to die, or we'd die, of boredom. Instead, we deliver a eulogy of defiance. No tears are shed, only sweat as we toil tirelessly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Black Label Bacon Strip Show. We got Cherrywood, the queen. We got brown sugar, sweet. My man, the whiskey soaked pecan wood. And last but not least, the fiery, the spicy jalapeno.
Where will you ever see this? Ever again? Where bacon and burlesque and party, everything comes together in that realm.
My heart is yours. My heart won't bleed.
Take some bacon. Put it in a pan. Get super excited. Made bacon. Get all that crispy, greasy good.
I want it just so crispy.
Bacon Station. It's designed for pleasure, designed for fun.
I want it just so crispy. Yeah.
Attend a funeral for the death of convention. It had to die, or we'd die, of boredom. Instead, we deliver a eulogy of defiance. No tears are shed, only sweat as we toil tirelessly.
That is crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Black Label Bacon Strip Show. We got Cherrywood, the queen. We got brown sugar, sweet. My man, the whiskey soaked pecan wood. And last but not least, the fiery, the spicy jalapeno.
Where will you ever see this? Ever again? Where bacon and burlesque and party, everything comes together in that realm.
My heart is yours. My heart won't bleed.
Well, hello and welcome to tonight's Bacon, Comedy, and Global Music event. We've got a very special evening planned with guests hailing from the East Coast, the West Coast, and Brazil, making this a truly global Spirit Week celebration dedicated to our one inspired team.
That's right, Mark. And let me start by saying we know a thing or two about bacon. In fact, we've been doing it for over 130 years.
First up tonight is a bit of bacon mania with two self-proclaimed bacon enthusiasts. You may already know our host if you are one of his millions of followers on social media. LA-based comedian Kevin Fredricks loves bacon, but perhaps not more than his guest, Chef Peter Sherman. Tonight, you're going to find out why Chef Peter has literally hundreds of bacon ideas and recipes right at his fingertips. And he's going to walk us through a few of his favorites right from his kitchen in New York.
Thanks, David. And afterwards, we're going to move this party to Brazil to celebrate Spirit Week alongside our Sriracha team members for a taste of vibrant Brazilian culture, language, and music.
So stay tuned, grab some bacon, settle in, and enjoy the show.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the next segment in the program. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Kev on Stage, a comedian, father, and friend. I host Keep Your Distance Comedy, a live stream internet comedy show that goes right into your living room every other Friday, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is bacon, ladies and gentlemen. Hormel brought me here to talk about bacon, and I'm so excited. You should be too, because if you send your photos into the link below, one of you will win a book from the Baron of Bacon, the Sultan of Slab, the King of Candied Bacon himself, world-renowned chef Peter Sherman. He is the author of the Bacon Bible. He owned a restaurant called BarBacon. This man is the creme de la creme of bacon. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together through your screens and welcome Chef Peter Sherman, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Woo! Yeah, baby. Bacon 101 is coming. Class is in session.
I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed that. I don't even want to talk. I just want to let you talk.
Chef, how are you today? All the way from New York City. Thank you for joining us.
I am surrounded in bacon. I cannot wait to share some stuff with you.
I love it. So what are we going to be doing today?
I got a bunch of ideas, but first I just want to get a good gauge of kind of where we're at.
All right.
What are your thoughts on bacon? I mean, how familiar are you with bacon? Because
I am
in
very
my restaurant,
familiar. So familiar with eating bacon. I eat it, I order it, I lay it next to my pillow and whisper sweet nothings into my ear, but I cannot cook it evenly. I burn either one side or both. It never matters though, because I still eat it. But I like to learn how to cook it correctly and how to make various things with it. But right now, I'm just an eater.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, bacon's that thing that no matter what, you eat it. I mean, if you burn it, you eat it. You undercook it, you eat it. There's no such thing as leftover bacon.
No.
Well, let me try to help you.
All right.
First of all, you're burning bacon more than likely because you are cooking it in a pan. And it's too hot, and you're burning the outsides, and the middle's kind of staying raw.
I'm so excited to eat it that I just cook it on high.
Yeah, I mean, you got to regulate that heat. Even better, put it in a 350-degree oven for like 15 minutes, and then you're good. You're never going to do that again.
Okay.
You got to use your oven. I mean, take the coats out of it.
I didn't even know you could bake bacon.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about regulating the temperature. I mean, what your problem is you keep building the heat in your pan, and all of a sudden it's, 500 degrees, and you're going to burn everything.
Got it.
But that's besides the point. I'm going to try to teach you. I'm going to correct this problem.
Okay.
All right, so right now I have this idea in my head of kind of this bacon tasting. At the restaurant, we always did 4 different flavors of bacon on a tray that were always different varieties from all over the country. Okay. And the thing about bacon is that there is a tremendous amount of variety out there that nobody knows about. And if you travel around the country and you just start eating bacon, you realize that it's really regional. I mean, if you go to Louisiana, you're gonna run into some Cajun bacon. You're up in Vermont, you're gonna get some maple bacon. And Hormel, who's provided all this bacon for us today, has tremendous variety of bacon. I mean, everything from jalapeno to brown sugar to maple and all those things that I told you before.
Nice.
You could very easily do everything by just cooking those different varieties, putting it in a little plate, and serving it. I mean, we did a lot of that at the restaurant because it really wasn't about us creating it. It was about everyone else creating these great bacons.
Nice.
But we're here to cook.
Yes.
So I'm going to teach you a couple things.
Okay.
First thing is, what am I supposed to do with sliced bacon other than cook it in a pan and serve it as is?
Please give me
My
other ideas.
favorite thing to do is to candy it.
All
And
right.
it's super, super, super simple. Let's make some candied bacon.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
so again, you could do anything you want. Candied bacon is just the simplest, most wow factor thing you could come up with. So
Okay.
all you really need is your normal sort of sliced bacon. We're obviously using the best, the creme de la creme, the
Hormel
black label,
baby.
Hormel. Right, so lay that out on your sheet tray. I've got mine already done. You know, I'm a
All
chef.
right, give me a second, chef. I didn't have mine pre-done. My sous chef took the day off.
Well, you know, it happens.
So just laying it on the parchment paper directly.
Yeah, so the
Should
idea
it be close
is,
together or far apart?
so you want to lay this bacon out as close as you can, but you don't want to overlay it.
Okay,
So
cool.
you want, because you're going to put a ton of sugar on this,
Yeah.
and all the sugar that's not on the bacon is going to end up burning, which is fine, because
Okay.
you're not going to serve that part. So as close as you can see mine,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then you're going to sprinkle a generous amount of sugar. I crunched up some fennel seeds and added it to mine because I just like that flavor of fennel. I like to do it, really, you can do it in anything. I use this, and you just grind it up a little bit to sort of release those oils and flavors. But sugar is really the name of the game here. That's what you need. Without
Got it.
that, this is nothing.
So there's no
So we're gonna
judgment if I go heavy on the brown sugar.
No, I'm telling you, you can't have enough.
Brown sugar, baby.
Right? Look how much I'm putting on. I ain't afraid. Right? So you're really kind of coating this.
Yeah, I'm going
In
ham.
the oven, this is going to sink
get it?
down. It's going to create that nice
bacon.
little glistening effect that, you know, candied does, you know, that candied sugar does.
Yeah.
And it's going to end up looking like, let me get you my finished, this.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Yours will have this delicious looking sheen of sugar that's been caramelized like creme brulee, and these little spikes that I've got here, those are all the fennel. That just gives you that little pop of savoriness, but ain't nobody gonna miss it if it's not there,
Okay.
right? And now
So I just-
imagine this as sort of a party treat where you're serving it like that next to, you know, another jar of, you know, jalapeno bacon from Hormel, next to a brown sugar from Hormel, next to, you know, a maple out of Vermont, or, you know, Hormel makes an unbelievable maple bacon. But that's,
I'm just gonna put this in my oven.
yeah, 350 oven,
Okay.
and you're looking at least 20 minutes. And remember, it might burn on the parts that aren't on the bacon. That's okay. When it
Okay.
comes out of the oven, you're gonna,
look, it's already coming
you know,
out of the
take
oven.
it out of that and lay it onto a different piece of parchment, and all that burnt stuff doesn't matter. That goes in the garbage,
Yeah.
right?
First of all, this smells amazing. I could kiss this bacon as
Well.
it goes down.
All right, so that's one. Super easy. You can
Yes.
kind of see the versatility. You can, you know, personalize it any way you want. Next, little
Okay.
bit more complicated.
Let's do it.
is
I can do
chocolate
it, chef.
bacon. All right, well, I mean, the chocolate bacon's a little bit more complicated, right? It requires a double boiler. But again, some things that are pretty readily available, simple. I just took a bowl and threw a bunch of milk chocolate in this. But it could
Okay.
be dark chocolate. It could be white chocolate. You know, it could be chocolate that you put a little espresso in. Again, to each their own.
Okay, I don't
All
have
that
any
you really
chocolate,
need
so I'm
to
just
do-
gonna look at you and dream.
Yeah, first of all, It gets a little complicated. I'm going to need some gloves for it because this is a messy business.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so the trick here.
Those are Black Label gloves.
All right, so the trick here is that you want to cook your bacon pretty crispy, but it kind of goes not in your favor because crispy bacon is harder to coat in chocolate. But I like kind of crunching it in my mouth and, not having that pull when you're eating it.
Yeah.
But again, it's not like anyone's not going to eat it if it's got that.
No.
So the trick here is to cook your bacon flat. So I put it in an oven at 350 degrees, and then I put another piece of parchment and another sheet tray on top, and that keeps it flat.
Oh, that's how they do it. And that doesn't affect the cooking time or anything like that?
It might affect the cooking time. It'll be longer, if anything. But, the trick is to get this flat. You don't want those waves because when you try to coat it in chocolate, you got all those little things you got to get into, which makes it harder.
Got it. Okay.
Right? And you want to cook it so it's relatively crispy, too.
Yes.
My preference. Everyone else can do what they want. So this is what we've got.
Okay.
The other important thing is you want to dab all of the fat off of this. Right? So when this comes out of the oven, you want to put this on a towel the way that I put it on a towel, and then dab it so that all that fat comes off. Because if the fat's still on it, how are you going to get the chocolate on?
I don't know.
It's just going to slide right off.
Yeah.
Right? So let me do one. And you can sort of see, I'm kind of like wiping it. You could do this with...
This is what I want for my birthday.
You could do this with like a paintbrush.
Oh, yeah.
Best tool in the kitchen is your hand, obviously. All right, so I've got... And then I just wipe off the excess and lay it down.
Oh, I'm so glad this is happening.
So this, at this point, can be sprinkled with anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like, some nice sea salt on it just to pop out that flavor, because when you hit that salt, your mouth opens, your palate opens, and you can taste everything. Yeah. And it's bacon, which is, salt and fat and smoke. So you're pulling one of the three out.
Smoke, joy.
But imagine this with like wasabi or like wasabi peas that you can crunch up. I mean, I've seen people put, potato chips on this. I mean, really, to each their own on this one as well.
Yeah.
Anything you want. You can go Christina Tosi and throw some cereal on it. I mean, really, the sky's the limit. And then look at this. You go to a party and you present that, and people are just pulling out chocolate bacon.
That is something I want to have my friends respect and thank me for.
And it's easy. I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, I spent years in the most complicated kitchens there are. And when I just said I wanted to do something like this, the last thing I wanted to do was make something that was so easy complicated.
Yes.
Bacon's supposed to be easy. That's why we all have it in our fridges.
I love it.
All right. So, chocolate bacon, candied bacon, all those different varieties of bacon that Hormel has. That's your bacon setup. Yep. You set all that up at a party, that's a home run.
Absolutely. All right, chef, the candied bacon is done. What's next on the menu?
All right, so next up, a little more complicated. Challenge you in a little bit.
Challenge me.
We're going to do a bacon shelled cannoli.
Hold on, chef. Now, don't you get me excited if you're going to lie to me. The bacon is the shell.
It's the shell.
Of the cannoli.
Of the cannoli.
Don't lie to me, chef. I've been hurt in relationships past. If you really gonna do this, you gonna allow me to eat this like that with a bacon shell?
Let's just get into it.
Let's do it. I'm so excited.
All right. So, you take that same sliced bacon that we've been using.
Okay.
I have here something that I found in Home Depot and cut up and wrapped up in parchment paper because it's the size that I want. But you could use anything. Kitchen spoon. You're looking for something round and long.
Okay.
And then you're going to create kind of a spiral, and you want to overlap it because, again, your bacon is going to cook and shrink, and we want our shell to be one whole shell without any holes.
So that will keep the cream in.
Correct. So you see how I overlapped and overlapped and overlapped and overlapped, and I got that.
I think I know what you mean. I think I just found some that I did earlier.
Yeah, and then you want to put it on your seam down so that it doesn't cook up and create a lip. Right? So you've got all these there, and you're going to throw this in your oven, and you're going to cook it 15, 20 minutes again until you're getting something that's hard.
Got it.
Right? So let's put this in the oven. Comes out.
Yes.
Like that.
I'm with you.
Right?
I have this.
You have this.
Yes.
Right? This is the hardest part of the whole thing because it's crispy and you got to try to get it off.
Okay.
So as lightly as you can, you're going to kind of twist it without breaking it and slowly kind of twisting it off. Ah. Perfect.
I did it. I did it.
Shell.
Cheers.
Perfect.
Yes.
Right? Now you
how
got
do you
your
not eat it
cannoli
right
shells.
now? What do you do to
It's
stop
tempting.
that?
Look. All right. So let me pull a couple of these off. Huh. Oh my God. I'm good. When you're good, you're good.
Okay. Got mine ready.
All right. So at this point, sky's the limit.
Yes.
You can put anything you want in here.
Mm-hmm.
When I made this, I was thinking lots of breakfasty stuff, and I wanted it to be maple. So I used Hormel's maple bacon as the wrap.
Got it.
And then I made a ricotta maple filling.
Oh.
But it could be anything, and I stress that as much as I can. And I kind of want to see what other people are doing because, I don't get things right the first time anyway. So let me grab my filling, and I'll show you kind of how to do this. All right, so here's the thing. You want to go like half and half.
Okay.
If you don't have a pastry bag, by the way, you could use like a gallon bag and cut off a corner. It would do the same thing. The only difference is going to be how long this is. So the goal would be to go kind of halfway through. You'll sort of feel it filling, right? And then turn it around and do the other side. Oh, coming. All right. How's yours look?
I'm just getting started.
All right.
This is actually my son's birthday is this week, and I think I'm going to make this for him instead of a cake.
It's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Can you
fun.
believe
I mean,
we're doing this, man?
these are those things that like nobody thinks about, but when you do it, it's so much fun.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Now, the other thing you could do, that I can do, because, I had the chocolate bacon, is you could dip it.
Dip it?
In the chocolate.
With the cream and such? Oh, chef. You in your bag right now. No pun.
And then it'll kind of like set. Right?
Uh-huh.
And you'll have that little burst of chocolate.
Oh.
But then, sprinkle this with this.
Yes, 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 yes.
Right? And you've got just a fantastic dessert.
Oh,
I mean, killer.
This is outstanding.
Right? And then your skill level is going to be the shell. So when you bite into it, it better crack.
Okay.
Because it didn't crack, you didn't cook it long enough.
So can I just make sure everything's good here? And taste one?
Eat it. All right. So eat that. Isn't that crazy?
The sweetness and the saltiness, it's gonna mix with the saltiness of my tears because I'm gonna cry pure joy.
You know, it's funny when you have an all bacon restaurant, someone says, you know, you got to do dessert too. You're like, oh, this might be hard. But the truth is, bacon really represents salt.
Mm-hmm.
And you need salt, you know, to taste everything. You know, people sprinkle salt on their ice cream. They sprinkle salt dessert all over the place for that feeling. Bacon does that too.
Yeah.
So it really isn't that weird.
I was supposed to be starting keto today, and then the bacon made sure I was still on it. So I'm really happy there was, you know, no bread with the cream and such.
Well, we are keto, so that's good. So those are 3 easy-ish recipes for you all to try. I'm really, really interested to see what people come back with.
Make sure you guys send us your pictures. Look at the link below. The first 200 pictures are going to win the Bacon Bible from Chef Peter Sherman, where you can learn everything he knew and knows about bacon. Chef, what is next?
All right, so we're going to move away from the sliced bacon.
Okay.
And we're going to go into slab bacon world.
How do I even get slab bacon if I'm a regular human being?
Well, you can. I mean, Hormel sells bacon, you know, to restaurants all over the place. I mean, their variety of bacon is endless. But, you know, your local butcher can get this for you. You could obviously get this online with everything else in the world. But it's more, what do you do with slab bacon?
That's what my next question was.
What would you do?
What would I do? Whatever you tell me. Because I have no idea.
Well, the very first thing you could do is make what's called lardones. And all a lardone is a cut.
Yeah.
Right? So I take this and I make big batons.
Yeah.
That's a lardone.
Okay, got
it. This big cube of bacon, fat meat.
That's how you describe my body as well. Fat
right?
meat.
So why would you do this? First of all, you cook that, again, in an oven. My preference, you get this.
Ooh, what you talking?
So instead of, you know, cooking bacon and crumbling it over a salad, let's say, because, you know, you want to be healthy.
Yeah.
This is what bacon's supposed to look like.
I have been eating bacon salads. What I do is I have lettuce and then burger, cheese, and bread, and it's a salad. It's a cheeseburger with bacon. It's a cheeseburger. Just had lettuce in it.
But you get it. I mean, I don't like just crumbling it like bacon bits.
Yeah.
On a salad, I want to know that I'm eating bacon. I want to feel like it's, you know, I'm going to be full after this salad, because who's ever full?
Those are bacon bigs, not bits.
Yeah. So that's number one. I mean, that's the majority of what I would do with slab bacon would be kind of something like that.
Got it.
The other thing is a little bit more in depth, but it changes your world.
Let's change my world.
All right. So I'm going to make what I call confit bacon.
Confit bacon. I don't know what that means. Tell me.
All right. So confit just means cooked in fat. All right.
Cooking fat and fat?
Don't get scared, because bacon's already fatty. And in fact, it might even be healthier at the end because you're rendering more fat than you're retaining.
Oh, is that like duck confit?
Like duck confit, exactly. So duck confit, it gets cooked in all that duck fat, and it gets that super tender, unbelievable meat.
Got it.
We want to make slab bacon into like pulled pork.
Oh,
yeah.
Pulled pork?
That's what we're gonna do.
Bacon pulled pork?
Yeah, bacon pulled pork. So we take this, or as many as you want, throw it in something that's gonna fit it, one layer.
Okay.
And then add fat. I prefer bacon fat, but if you only got oil, throw oil in. It really doesn't matter.
Okay.
I got bacon fat.
Got it.
I'm the bacon king. All right, so I throw this in here. It really doesn't matter because everything's gonna melt.
Got it.
Right? So barbecue, when you're cooking pork, slow and low,
Yep.
that's what this is gonna be. So I put my oven at like 200, 225. I cover this in tin foil and I put it in the oven for like 3 hours.
Nice.
And what you're doing is you're cooking it to about 195 degrees. 195 is pulling temperature for pork.
Okay.
That's the pull off your bone. That's your pulled pork. That's your ribs. That's the temperature you got to hit.
Okay.
All right, so I throw this in the oven. 3 hours later, comes out looking like that.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my.
Right?
Yeah.
At this point, I wouldn't even call this bacon, even though it is absolutely bacon. This is pork belly.
Yeah.
Just straight up pork belly.
That was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, me too. All right, so you could use this right now as is.
Okay.
I like to take this out of the fat, wrap it in plastic, and kind of press it. Because you know, like every once in a while you'll get bacon and it's got like, the fat's got all those little holes in it and it separates.
Yeah.
Right? This will squish all that down and you won't get it. You'll get perfect bacon. Like that.
Oh, wow. That looks perfect.
Right?
Amazing.
There's no holes, nothing. Because I pressed it. All right. That is the game changer.
I love it.
So from here,
I want to go to your house.
just follow the smell. So from here, the sky's the limit again.
Yeah.
On what you're doing. You know, and I was making the restaurant, making these dishes. I was trying to teach people to eat bacon differently than they've ever eaten.
Yeah.
Which is hard because, you know, people have been eating it for a long time.
Yeah, and
This,
it's so
no one's ever had.
Right.
So the first thing I would do with this is make Kentucky Fried Bacon.
Hold up. Kentucky Fried Chicken with bacon?
Correct.
Please.
So you
Say
got
more.
these big old slabs that you just pressed and comb feed and is delicious and unctuous and everything else. And you're just going to cut it into sizes that kind of resemble the size of a chicken nugget.
Okay.
Right? And then normal breading at that point, right? So you're just going to put flour, egg, and breadcrumb.
Okay.
That's it. Normal, run-of-the-mill flouring. I have a fryer because, you know, everyone's got a fryer in their house, but
Yep.
candy thermometer and a pot. That's
Okay.
it. That's all you need. 350 degrees for basically everything, unless I tell you otherwise. It will give you what we're looking for, right? Which will look like that.
Oh, my God.
It's
I wish
everything
technology
that you
allowed
would want,
to give that to me now.
right? You could put barbecue sauce on this. You could put sweet and
Barbecue
sour sauce.
bacon.
You could put anything you want. I've got honey and a little Thai chili.
Oh, drizzle for me, chef. Go on, drizzle. Look at the drizzle. Oh, yeah. I love everything about it. Woo!
This, I'm not even kidding. I couldn't sell enough of those.
I bet.
It is beyond crazy.
I'd buy stock in that and hope it goes public.
So let me just show you something. Here's the difference between this and just normal slab bacon.
Okay.
I took just a steak of it, right? The way that you would find like at a steakhouse. So if I took a big old hunk of bacon like this and cooked it. And I got this. This is your normal slab bacon. But look, It's impossible.
Oh my gosh.
This is the confit bacon.
I see the difference.
The difference.
Yeah.
And that's the game changer.
Okay, chef, we had all that extra bacon fat from the confit. What do you do with all that?
Exactly. This is why you save fat. I'm not just weird, right? There's an actual reason. Number one for me is alcohol. So, alcohol has that really cool quality that it pulls flavor from fat. So all we're gonna do is take your favorite vodka, throw it into any container you got.
Okay.
And heat up, and I'm gonna use some of that fat from the confit bacon we cooked. Your bacon fat, it's gotta be like 200 degrees though. And pour it in. You want more vodka to fat, and whisk it. That's it. Literally a couple seconds. And then this gets covered and put into your fridge. The idea is that this will sort of solidify overnight as it gets hard.
Okay.
Right? So all the fat will rise to the top because, all that will sit at the top, and then all of your vodka's at the bottom.
So this is what it looks like. I actually have some now.
Yeah, me too.
My chef prepared it.
Right? So you've got, as you can see, all of the vodka on the bottom and the fat solidified on top.
Got it.
Right? And you want to take out as much of that layer of fat on the top as you can. And that's done. That's garbage.
Okay.
We did this in the restaurant with bourbon. We did it with rum. And for a long time, I didn't know what to do with it, because I'm like, I'm just going to use fat just to do this. But it occurred to me later on that not only did I have bacon-flavored bourbon, but I had bourbon-flavored bacon fat.
Ah, yes.
And I used to put that into like cornbread. That was just unbelievable.
So you're using it both ways.
Oh my God, use everything you can. So look, I took out that big chunk of fat on the top, and there's still some fat kind of floating around.
Yeah.
All you need to do, whatever strainer you got, and cheesecloth.
Okay.
If you don't have cheesecloth, just wet a towel, and put that into it. Anything that the vodka is going to get through, but stop these big chunks of fat. And that strains through, and you've got a clean liquid to use in all of your favorite recipes.
Yeah, it smells amazing too.
It's so cool. I mean, it is so immense the amount of bacon flavor you get. I mean, there's bacon vodkas on the market, and I tried them all. None of them taste like bacon.
Yeah.
Zero. This, I don't even taste the vodka. Anyway.
So now I have pure bacon vodka.
Yeah, and then do what you want with that. I think, what's your favorite drink?
Bloody Mary.
Make what? That. We had bacon Bloody Marys at the restaurant. Oh man, it was amazing.
Amazing. How do you make one of those? They always just handed them to me.
Well, just add it. I mean, this recipe doesn't change. So if you wanted to make your Bloody Mary mix, you're just replacing the vodka that you're using with this vodka.
Okay. So I got Bloody Mary mix. I just throw that in there. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And then how much V8? And then how much...
V8?
It was a joke offset. How much vodka goes in here?
As much as you want. How much
That's what I'm talking about, Chef. My mama ain't here. She don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, I like a lot of vodka.
Woo, yeah.
And now your garnish has changed too, because now you're selling this as a bacon cocktail, so your garnish kind of has to have bacon.
Got to.
It has to. So you throw in a stick of bacon, your go-to celery stick if you want, but
Yeah, that's a done deal.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a good time. Wow. That is amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Woo!
It is seriously crazy.
It's party time for my taste buds.
That's my recipes. Actually, I got one more for you.
Okay.
All right, so that comb-feed bacon that I had, remember I told you I treat it like pork belly?
Yep.
And when I think of pork belly, my mind almost kind of always goes Asian. So I made bigger chunks. You had your Kentucky Fried Bacon bites like this.
Yep.
I cut it like that, like a cube.
Yeah.
All right?
Yep.
And then I'm going to fry this. I'm going to coat it in cornstarch first. Cornstarch is cool. Have you ever had like Korean fried chicken?
Yep.
Right? It's super, super crispy chicken.
Absolutely.
It's the cornstarch. That's what makes it crazy crispy like that.
That's good to know.
So again, 350 oil until it gets super crispy. And again, this, at this point, do whatever you want with. I made, and it's in the cookbook, a balsamic soy glaze.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I like Asian, but like the balsamic doesn't really make a lot of sense, at least on paper. But as soon as you try it, it does, because balsamic is sweet. So I throw a little bit of that into a bowl. I coat my super crispy, tender, delicious pork belly. And since it's still kind of summer, all the melons are still kind of in season.
Yep.
So I'm going to skewer this with the cube of watermelon.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
I like that.
So I've got just your nice cube of watermelon, another tray. Take this. Ain't that cool?
That's amazing. This is also stuff I've never seen, and I eat a lot.
Well, you know, I like showing this because the complicated part of pork belly is already done for you because it's bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And the complicated part is getting the cure right. You know, the bacon is already cured, smoked. It did all the hard stuff for you. All you got to do now is cook it to a tender, you know, a tender consistency, which you just did.
Yeah.
You know, this you can sprinkle too with a little sesame seed if you want to make it whatever. But, I mean, another cool, simple thing that you can do that nobody really thought about doing with bacon.
Chef Peter, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to show me all these amazing bacon dishes. People who are watching, make sure to send your photos in. 200 people, the first 200 people are going to win his book. This book is going to change your life. Thank you guys so much for watching. Right now, we're going to throw to our team at Sriracha in Brazil for a live musical performance. Enjoy. Have a good night.
Hi, I'm Mauro Preti from Sriracha Hormel, Brazil. I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. First, let me say thank you to all Hormel team members for the wonderfully great work you have been doing so far during this pandemic hard times to feed people with very good food around the world. Thank you so much. Gracias. Muito obrigado. Now it's time for fun. Let's have a taste of Brazilian culture and music. Join me to welcome Sambo, this amazing Brazilian band who reinvented our most traditional rhythm, the samba, in a radiant and joyful way. Please enjoy the sounds of Brazil and Sambo.
abençoado por Deus e bonito por natureza. Em fevereiro tem carnaval, eu tenho um fusco no violão, sou flamengo, tenho uma nega chamada Teresa. Abençoado por Deus e bonito por natureza. Mas que beleza! Em fevereiro tem carnaval, eu tenho fusca e violão, sou flamengo, tenho uma nega chamada Teresa. Some baby, eu sou menino de mentalidade mediana. Pois é. Mas aqui com todos os meus amigos do sambô, todo mundo me respeita. Pois é. Essa é a razão da simpatia, do poder, do algo mais e da alegria. Moro no país tropical, abençoado por Deus e bonito por natureza. Mas que beleza! Em fevereiro tem carnaval, tenho fusco no violão, sou flamengo, tenho uma nega chamada Teresa. Someday, eu sou menino de mentalidade mediana. Pois é. Mas aqui na Spirit Week, todo mundo junto, todo mundo me respeita. Pois é. Essa é a razão da simpatia, do poder, do algo mais e da alegria. Moro no país tropical, abençoado por Deus e bonito por natureza. Mas que beleza! Em fevereiro tem carnaval, tenho fusca e violão, sou flamengo, tenho uma nega chamada Teresa. Ela é meme, eu sou flá-flá. 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 Oh, ela é meme, eu sou flá-flá. Ela é meme, eu sou flá-flá. Eu sou flá-flá. Oh, meu Brasil! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our live. Thanks, Mauro. Thanks, Hormel team, for this opportunity to be part of this important moment, the Spirit Week. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Hope you guys enjoy our show. Let's go! Woo! That control my mind. xodó. Mas como eu não tenho ninguém, eu levo a vida assim tão só. Porque eu só quero um amor que acabe o meu sofrer. Um xodó pra mim, do meu jeito assim, que alegre o meu viver.
Admire se um dia um beija-flor invadir a porta da sua casa, te der um beijo e partir. Fui eu quem mandei um beijo, que é pra matar meu desejo. Faz tempo que não te vejo, ai que saudade de você. Se um dia você se lembrar, escreva uma carta pra mim. Bote logo no correio com frases dizendo assim: faz tempo que não te vejo, quero matar meu desejo. E manda um monte de beijo, ai que saudade sem fim. E se quiser recordar aquele nosso namoro, quando eu ia viajar, você caía no choro. Eu chorando pela estrada, mas o que eu posso fazer? Trabalhar é minha sim, eu gosto mesmo é você.
So proud to be here for everyone. Everybody know this song. Feeling my way through the darkness. Got a bar beating heart. I can tell where the journey will end when I know where to start. I'm young, too young to understand. I said I caught up in my dream. That's fine by me. So wake me up when knees are lower, when I'm wise up, when I'm older. All this time I was finding myself.
amor, de alegria. Pego uma prancha, vou pro Guarujá. Curtindo ondas, eu tiro ondas. E nessas ondas eu vou deslizar. Sabadabadá, sabadá, sabadabadá, sabadabadá, sabadá, sabadabadá. E na praia eu vou curtir um sol.
E na praia eu vou curtir o sol.
Fio dental, coisa e tal e frescobol. Frescobol, lindo bronzeado da menina. Um olhar tão profundo me fascina. Um olhar provocante, sensual. E peço o quê? Peço duas cervejas só pra refrescar. Um acerto pra noite a gente se encontrar. O cutipirique numa legal. Ela gosta de tudo, é liberal. No fim da madrugada a gente vai chamar. Simbora,
Queridos, essa é da nós.
Sabadabadá.
Ó nós aí outra vez.
Sabadá, sabadabadá, sabadabadá, sabadá, sabadabadá.
Vamos seguir o baile. Bora. Ao lelelê do sambô. Bora, sambô. Agir assim, só você sabe meu sabor. Não tem por que desconfiar de mim. Tá pegando a rota do fim, a contramão do amor, desconfiança tão ruim. Foi assim que tanto sonho se acabou. Tá pegando a rota do fim, a contramão do amor, desconfiança é tão ruim. E foi assim que tanto sonho se acabou. Bora, sambô! Que astral é esse, sambô? Que astral é esse? Coisa linda! Eu não vou me deixar levar por esse jogo seu de sedução. Eu vou fazer José da Paz, tudo pra salvar. Eu confesso que te amo de paixão. É melhor você parar. É você o meu lugar. Zé da Paz, quer ver, ó? Ó, bandeira brasileira. Mais bandeira, Zé. É você o meu lugar. Esse é o Brasil. Bora, Brasil. Bora. Não faz mal pra ninguém. Olha o Lelê. Olha o Lelê. Vamos de Javanear.
Bejuca, pai e mãe, ouro de mina, coração, desejo de sina, tudo mais. Rotina já carei seu nome, quer pra eu poder falar de amor. Minha princesa, amor da natureza, tudo mais, pura beleza já. A luz de um grande prazer é irremediável, neon. Que beleza! Quando o grito do prazer açoitar o ar, Réveillon, o luar, estrela do mar, o sol e o dom, quiçá, o dia, a fúria, esse front virá, lapidar o sonho até gerar o som, como querer caetanear o que é de bom. O luar, estrela do mar, o sol e o dom, quiçá, o dia, a fúria, esse front virá. yes, I'm nervous, I can't relax. I can't sleep cause my bed's on fire. Don't touch me cause I'm real live wire. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa 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 fa. Better run, 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 run away. Oh, oh, psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa 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 fa. Better run, 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 run away. Oh, 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 ay, ay, ay. You start a conversation, but you can never finish it. You're talking a lot, but you're not saying anything. When you have nothing to say, my lips are sealed. Say something else, wife, say it again. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa 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 fa. Better run, 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 run away. Woo! Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa 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 fa. Better run, 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 run away. Oh, 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 yeah. Also, we had a song for everybody, a song from Eagles, a very known band for the United States. And I hope you enjoy it. Let's go, Hotel California. Seguinte, pessoal do Brasil que também está assistindo essa live aqui. A gente está muito feliz em estar fazendo parte desse momento especial nessa semana que vocês estão fazendo a Spirit Week. E já está rolando o som aqui. A gente quer tocar agora para vocês Eagles, Hotel California. Vamos lá. On a dark desert highway, you wind in my hair, warm still vocal leaders rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, we saw the shimmering light. My head pretty heavy, my sound pretty. I had to stop for the night, and she still made it away. I heard a mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven and this could be hell. And she light up a candle, and she showed me the way. There are voices down the corridor, so I get to say, look up to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place. Living it up now, big Hotel California. And it's time of year, you can Well, we want to say thank you very much for this opportunity again. We are so proud to be here. And okay, bye-bye everybody. Thanks so much. Hormel Foods team members, thanks Cerati, and enjoy the Spirit Week, okay? Thank you very much, guys. It's your last songs. And I hope to be again in another opportunity with everybody, playing again with Sambo. Thank you.
Ô, Gão.
Fala, Fejuca.
Vamos fazer aquele samba enredo, então, pra acabar legal?
Ah, com certeza. Isso
Bora,
aí.
Zé Pai.
Vai tocar fogo?
Bora, Jax. Chora, cavaco.
Chora, não vou ligar, eu não vou ligar. Chegou a hora, vais me pagar. Pode chorar, mas chora. Chora, não vou ligar, eu não vou ligar. Chegou a hora, vais me pagar. Pode chorar, pode chorar. O teu castigo brigou comigo sem ter porquê. Vou festejar o teu sofrer, o teu penar. Você pagou com traição a quem sempre lhe deu a mão. Você pagou com traição a quem sempre lhe deu a mão. Mas chora, chora, não vou ligar, eu não vou ligar. Chegou a hora, vais me pagar. Pode chorar, pode chorar. O teu castigo brigou comigo sem ter porquê. Vou festejar o teu sofrer, o teu penar. Você pagou com traição a quem sempre lhe deu a mão. Você pagou com traição a quem sempre lhe deu a mão. Ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do pai, ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do bonito José. Ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do pai José. Ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do pai.
Você vale ouro, todo meu tesouro, tão formosa da cabeça aos pés. Vou lhe amando, lhe adorando, digo mais uma vez, agradeço a Deus o que Ele fez.
Ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do pai, ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do pai. Eu disse coisinha. Ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do pai, ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do pai. Charmosa, vamos lá.
Charmosa, tão teimosa, e só me deixa prosa. Tesouro, vale ouro, agradeço a Deus o que Ele fez.
Ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do pai, ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do bonito José. Ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do pai, ô, coisinha tão bonitinha do pai. Laiá, la laiá, laiá, sambo, sambo, sambo. Laiá, la laiá, laiá, sambo, sambo, sambo. Laiá, la laiá, laiá, sambo, sambo, sambo. Laiá, la laiá, laiá. Quero agradecer mais uma vez em português agora, Hormel Foods, Cerati, Mauro, muito obrigado pessoal, a todo mundo, e acompanhem, curtam bastante a The Spirit Week. Alô bateria, alô meu amigo Denis Silva. É isso aí, valeu Chechel, valeu todo mundo. Thank you so much everybody for this opportunity. Enjoy the Spirit Week. Thank you so much again, Hormel Foods, Cerati, all team members. Thank you very much. Vamos que vamos.